Hi guys. Hi, it's good to be here again. According to timeonDate.com, it is 11 p.m. and today is Sunday, the 8th of January 2023. Yay! It's a new year. You're listening to Dearest Diamond, a Diamond's memoir. My name is Diamond and you're welcome. You're welcome to week 43. It's week 43 of Dearest Diamond's 28. So yeah, it's week 43, 28.43. Yeah, you're welcome, guys. Today I am drinking tea. It's a Tetley vitamin C. Yeah, and it tastes real good anyway. I like it. Yeah, today we're just going to gist and converse as usual. I guess I hope that's what we do in other episodes, but yeah, it's gonna be a very relaxed day. I'm gonna try to be as composed and take deep breaths. I hope you guys don't get bored of how much I tell you about how anxious I am before I start recording. I don't know why, but you would think that having done this for almost 2 years now, if not more. Yeah, it's been more than 2 years. Almost 2 years now, I guess. Yeah, almost 2 years, not more than that. I will be used to it, but no, I'm not. Every time I have to come here and say something to you guys, my heart beats a lot faster, like literally. But today I'm going to be intentional. I'm going to try and stay in a very good space and be very, breathe in, breathe out. It's not like I don't do this every other time, but today I'm just going to be extra conscious about it. Yeah, so get a cup of tea, wine, whatever works for you, and yeah, just drink with me as we go through today. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so usually I'm caught between whether to record to you in the dark or in the light, but today I turned off all the lights. Honestly, I'm supposed to be sleeping right now, but because I have work, I have to wake up at 4 a.m. in order to go to work. Yeah, work resumes tomorrow, and yeah. I don't know if I'm looking forward to it. I think I'm looking forward to it because I haven't had the best. This past week was not like my favorite. It was a good one. If I had recorded maybe yesterday or day before yesterday, I would have told you that I had a very terrible week. But excuse me. But because I just wrote because I journal sometimes, and then I just wrote. Yeah, you know that, right? If you're a steady listener, I journal. So yeah, and then I decided to journal a bit just to calm my nerves before I came to record. And while writing, I realized that it hasn't been a bad week at all. It has really been a good week. How was your week, by the way? I said I was going to figure out how to do so you can drop me voice notes on Spotify, but I didn't find how to do that. I'm still looking. I didn't forget. I'm trying to keep my promises this year. And as for the Google form, I have been dropping the link. I didn't get any new responses. So yeah, let me see. As of the last time I checked, I didn't get any new responses. But yeah, let me check again. And if there are new responses, then I will attend to them. But if there isn't, then we will keep going. So yeah, just give me. I'm sorry. I totally forgot to do that before I started recording. But yeah, let me just quickly do that. And yeah. Today I do not have any particular title for the episode. I did write a lot of things down, and I did initially have like what I wanted to title the episode, but I think that's part of why I didn't even record. It's part of the reasons why I didn't record earlier than today is because for some reason, I don't know, I felt like the title was a bit too I don't know, I wasn't just comfortable with it. So I was like, you know what? No, I am not using these titles, and I was going to look for something better, which I haven't been able to come up with. So I didn't eventually get a title, and for some reason I am also finding it difficult to find the Google form. Weird, right? Okay, so you know what? We're going to skip that. But as of the last time I checked, we didn't have any new responses. So if there's any response and I'm not aware, then I'll have to attend to it the next time we come back. Next week. Yeah, this week. But I'll attend if I get any new responses. And yeah, it's not too late. So I intend to drop the Google form link every week. So yeah, you can send me a message. You want to tell me something. It's all anonymous, so I don't even know who's sending what. So you want to tell me something, you want to ask me something, you want to say something that has been in your mind, and you want to just like say, sometimes you just want to say some things. And yeah, it doesn't matter what it is, just send it in and I'll read it out, as well as the voice notes. So yeah, whenever like I'm telling you about my week and how things have gone, you can just send me a voice note if you want to, and just tell me how stuff are what's going on at your end, and I could infuse it into the episodes sometimes, just as a way of interacting with my audience. Like I said, I really, really, really want to try this year to be more available to you, to talk to you more and hear back from you as much as I can. So yeah. Okay. For this episode, I just want to tell you a story. It's not like a story that is going to be like a coordinated story, but it's just going to be like a series of events kind of stuff, right? So the day before... Yeah, thank you. This tea is really, really welcome because my mouth seems to be getting dry a lot faster than usual. But yeah, as I was saying, and it's also the tea is also a way of, for today, it's also a way of helping me remember to calm down and go step by step, one step at a time, right? And, tell you all that I have to tell you today. So the day before I traveled, my dog went missing. Athena. And I think my friend came to my house. I think that was 1st of January, and that was the first time I was talking to someone physically, and I didn't really talk much. I just said, oh yeah, that it was still a thing that I had in my heart, and it usually hurt me whenever I think about it. She went missing the day before I traveled, and it hurt to know that I didn't have the opportunity to look for her, because even though, I don't know, but I felt like I would have put in a lot more effort than, was put in to find her. I don't even think any effort was made to find her, but because she was mine. And I don't know, maybe the people at home, like my siblings or my family at home, maybe there was just no time, to make an extra effort to look for her. But yeah, that I don't know, I miss her. I know, like, will I miss her as much if I was home? I don't know, but then I feel like if she was still home, I would probably have seen her in like video calls or something. But she went missing, and yeah, I like to, whenever I think about her, I like to believe that she's with like a good family, all cozied up and begging for bread or whatever. She always does. So yeah, she went missing the day before I traveled. Everything was chaotic, to be honest. Not everything, like everything wasn't chaotic, but it was. I'm just trying to remember events, surrounding my trip. I booked a one-way flight to where I am right now without I had nowhere to stay. I didn't know anybody here. I didn't know where I was gonna leave because I wasn't able to get an apartment. I didn't know what I was gonna do. I just knew, okay, you know what, D, you have a lot that you need to do. This shit has come out. If I waited, I didn't know what was gonna happen. I just felt an urgency, and I was like, you know what, you just got to do this, you have to do this, like and then, things fell in place. Things kind of fell in place. 3 days before I left, a relation of mine was like, you know what, you don't have where you're staying. I talked to someone at work, and the person is like, oh, coming and see her. Maybe she will know somebody where you're going to. And that was how I went in to see her. And she was like, oh yeah, I have family where you're going. Let me reach out to them and see. And she reached out, and it was okay. And when I came here, I stayed with that family for the first month. I didn't know them from anywhere. I had never had anything to do with them, and that was how that just came through. When I was writing this, like the outline for this week's, I don't know, those are the two stories that were just kind of prevalent in my head before I started writing, and it kind of made me like reflect and think back on how almost everything about my life, almost everything, that has happened from one thing to the next, almost every good thing now, like in terms of, how like you can pinpoint who was responsible for what in your life, or what was responsible for a certain outcome. I can pinpoint what was responsible to a lot of human beings, and I see that through my life, my relationships are what have made me who I am today. When I was doing my master's in ABU, or how I even got to know that, ABU had a program at a particular time, was because I spoke to someone, and she was like, oh yeah, she was my friend. We attended the same church at the time, and she was like, oh yeah, ABU is students, so come, like, try, register, I'll send you the link. And she spoke to someone, and she sent me the link, and that was how I, applied, and I got in. When I was doing my project, I remember, okay, so I'm going to mix two things now. I'm telling you about how people have been responsible for good things that have come my way, but also how my story is very, very different from other people's. So I've had situations, okay, for example, when I was doing my master's, like I was saying, I was doing my master's project, and the person who was going to be my supervisor after they had, distributed supervisor, happened to be the head of my department at the time, and everybody was like, damn girl, you're not going to graduate, like this man is going to frustrate you, this man is going to stress you. And that was not my situation. He was the best thing that happened to me in terms of projects. When I got into ABU, like everybody was like, damn, this is your department, people don't graduate, this, you're going to spend more than the amount of time that you intended to spend, blah, blah, blah. We had a strike during the period I was doing my master's that ran up to like 5-6 months, but I still graduated when I was supposed to. And this particular professor, whom everybody said was a problem, like I said, was the best thing that happened to me during that project. Now, coming back to when I was coming here and having, nowhere to stay, and something came up for me because of a relationship. And, prior to that, I'll hear stories about how Nigerians are not, they don't offer the most help when you travel, or out there you're all by yourself, there's nobody to help you and stuff. That's not been my story. I have had help every step of the way, literally every step of the way. A lot of informations that have come my way have been through one human being or the other, one person or the other, one event or the other. During the 6-month strike during my master's, there were some friends that I made in my class that will, after I started my project, that will say, oh D, so we'll drive to school together and drive back together. Come to think about it, oh yeah, we used to I was trying to remember whether I ever contributed money for fuel, but yeah, I remember we used to put money together, because if I didn't, I would have been disappointed at myself. But yeah, we used to put money together. And after the strike, to be honest, if it was just me, I would not have completed that master's project, because I had gone on to do other things. I can't even sit down in one place I can't be idle for the longest. I had gone on to do other things, and I don't know. But when school got back together, these people rallied around and were like, Diamond, we must finish. We must go back to school. And they were like they motivated me. I can never forget them. Like, they were like, look, Shibi, you're not the one driving, right? Come, all you have to do is sit in the car, let's go to school. Because I had to be traveling from ABJ to Zaria every weekend before the strike, so it was supposed to continue again. And they helped me. They really pushed me through informations like, oh, come, have you bound your project? What's happening? Encouraging me all through, and I was able to finish. When I finished and when I needed to get my certificate from school for West to send for some evaluation, they were still the ones that came through. One of them said, oh, I have this plug, this is all you need to do, and that's all you need to do. And he came through. And then coming here and meeting that family that helped me when I was to get up every point in my life, I look back and I can see how things have not gone for me the way people say things happen. So it's just that people have their experiences. And I just want to tell you, why I'm saying all this is, don't take people's word for what is. That something happened to someone or something went a particular way for someone does not mean it's going to go that particular way for you. Put your head in the water. Put your, not your head, but put your foot rather in the water and just find out for yourself. Sometimes, they say it's good to learn from other people's experiences and stuff. I agree, but not in all situations. Sometimes learn from your own experience. Find out for yourself. Put your head first and just dare it. And sometimes you'll be surprised at the outcome. Like when I started this, when I had this thought of migrating, I didn't know how I was going to go about it. The funds were a lot, but at every point in time, damn, God came through. And I think I want to use this opportunity to shout out at my partner. I like to shout out to him. He was my number one fan. I call him my number one fan because nobody encourages me and pushes me and says, D, you can do it like he does. And I appreciate that so much. So yeah, but back to what I was saying. Don't take people's word for it. Don't take people's experiences for it. Your life is totally your own story. Completely. Your story is totally different. Your life is totally different from another person's. And they're not always right. Sometimes just try for yourself and see. Right? Yeah. So, because actually the title I had for this episode was Dearest Diamond, Your Life is Your Story. And then I came back and I was like, Dearest Diamond, your story is different. I didn't like that. I was like, Dearest Diamond, your life is a totally different story. Don't take another person's word for it. And I think I'll leave it at that. Your life is a totally different story. Don't take people's words for it. Don't take their experiences for yours. That someone passed a particular road and it didn't go well for him. You can, if you feel moved to go through that particular journey, do it. Doesn't mean that it's not going to go well for you as well. Leaving Nigeria, I was worried. I felt guilty because I felt guilty. I still feel guilty. I don't know how I'm going to help that, but I felt guilty because I was like, am I leaving my dreams of a better Nigeria? What am I doing? I thought I was, supposed to stay back and help build Nigeria and help. But the day I felt like, look, you need to move in this direction, I knew that, okay, look, you have to do it. Because I know that all through my life, the way I have made my decisions for important things that have, helped me move in the direction that I, to the place that I am right now, are decisions that I have just happened upon. I just sit down one day or have a conversation and it comes across to me and I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this shit. And I do it and it works out, right? And some people will tell you, sit down and plan and, get all the dots, cross your I's and dot your T's. My life hasn't worked that way so far. It might not be the best, but for me, it is how my life has worked. So it's very important that you know how your life works. It's very important that you know what works for you and, what is the best for you. What road are you inspired to go through? What journey are you inspired to take? Take it. Go for it. Your life is a totally different story. Don't take another person's word for it. Honestly, that's all I came to tell you today. So yeah, it's the people in my life that God has used to make me who I am. Every big thing that has come my way, the job I have today that I don't like, it's the people in my life. When I was working at some other place, and my contract was about to expire, and I needed another job ASAP, and then someone whom I know was like, oh, okay, look, this is happening here, how far? And I got, like, as I was leaving the other job, I was resuming in this one, and I didn't have to suffer for one day. And because I now know that it's the people in my life that make my life what it is, I am very intentional about networking, very intentional about meeting new people, making new relationships. I came here, I didn't grow up here, so I don't have friends, I don't know anyone around, I don't have family, just me. And then when I joined Bumble because I'm like, look, I need people around me, right? I need friends, I need one or two connections, right? So I joined Bumble, and I've met like 2 beautiful women on there and hung out with them, had dates or so, and I see a friendship or a relationship building. It's always good to know that you can build a relationship. It might end, it might not last forever. Not every relationship is going to last 10 years, and not every relationship is going to last 5 years. Some people are meant to stay in your life for a season, help you, you need to get whatever information you need to get from them, and you need to move. Once you see that, look, this relationship is not benefiting me anymore or something, then you move from it. While some people are going to be in your life for a very, very, very long time. So enjoy if it's if your life is also one where you see that it's people that have propelled you to who you are and where you are right now, then be very intentional about your relationships. Build good relationships, build better relationships. I always say when I'm recording that whatever I'm telling you is based on how my life has gone, but these are principles that you can apply to your own life in whatever way you think, in whatever pattern, in whatever structure, right? Give me a minute, let me drink some tea. So yeah, these are things that you can apply to your life. However, so find out what works for your life. Find out how your life moves. Find out how God directs you. Find out the people, like, just, and when you do that, then be intentional about it. Like, now that I know that, I am what I am because of people, then I'm being very intentional about people that I meet here. On Meetup, trying to attend networking events, some networking events. On Bumble, trying to make friends. Once in a while, I get invited out. I'm like, okay, let me go see what's happening. And sometimes I'm too lazy to go. But I'm making an effort because my life is a totally different story, and I don't want to take another person's word for it. I want to see for myself. I want to find out for myself. I want to, experience life for myself, right? So yeah, yeah, that's it. That's it for this week. Dearest Diamond, your life is a totally different story. Don't take another person's word for it. Thank you for listening. I hope I have made some sense, if not a lot of sense, but I hope I have made some sense. And that takes me to 10 things I'm grateful for this week. Yeah. I'm grateful for, I guess I wanted to say something, but I guess since I forgot to say it, then it's not important. But yeah, let's go. Okay, so I'm grateful for the Bible. I'm grateful for the Word of God. It's amazing the things you find in there, the promises. It gives you so much peace, so much reassurance. Yeah, so I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for God's love. It's mind-blowing when you understand how much God loves you. He loves you intentionally. He's absolutely intentionally in love with you. And I'm grateful for that. I'm very grateful for that. I'm grateful for human beings and the human race. Yeah, really, I'm grateful for human beings and the human race. I know that, I don't know, people have their experiences with human beings. Oh, human beings are this, or that. Me, I have good experiences, and so I'm grateful for the human race. I'm grateful for the strength that comes through tears. Sometimes after you have cried and you have wept, it's you're the strongest. Tears are not weaknesses, apparently. So give into it whenever you need to. Cry, bawl, break down. You'll be stronger afterwards. Trust me. I don't know, but from my experience, that's what I think. I didn't have such a great week, like I said. On the 1st of January, someone told me, Diamond, God will punish you. Damn, that got to me. And funnily, through the week, I just remembered it and I feel bad. But the truth is, you cannot be the angel in everybody's story. Sometimes you're the demon in some people's stories. In certain things, you're the devil, right? Even if your intentions were good or whatever. But yeah, I'm not worried that God will punish me. No, not that. Definitely, He's not punishing me. But yeah, so I was just saying, I'm grateful for the strength that comes through tears. I'm grateful for Sabrina. I'm grateful for Crystal and Chelsea and Alex. I'm grateful for oranges and the ability to see the bigger picture. Actually, oranges was what I was supposed to be drinking, but yeah, I'm grateful for tea and oranges and apple juice and ice cream and the ability to see the bigger picture. I think I understand what I mean, but yeah. I'll just leave it at that. I'm grateful for feelings and awareness. I am. Feelings are so fleeting and such complex stuff. One moment you're all down and the next you're all excited and happy, and yeah, I'm grateful for feelings and awareness. I'm grateful for new boots and bras. Yeah, I said what I said. I'm grateful for my smile. There was a time I didn't like it, but yeah, today I'm grateful for it. So thank you for coming back. Oh my God, I'm grateful to you. And affirmations. My affirmations for the week is I have no wants. I live in total abundance. I exist in the company of love. I have no wants. I live in total abundance. And I exist in the company of love. You can say with me, or you can form your own. But yeah, you should say, I have no wants. I live in total abundance. I exist in the company of love. Thank you guys for coming back to listen. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Call to action part. I'm sorry, but yes, I'm really trying to remember these things. Follow me on Instagram at Dearest Diamond. You can interact with me there. You can send me an email. I think my email is on my Instagram as well. You can tweet at me at diamond_ELA. I think Dearest Diamond also has a Twitter, but it's not very, it's not used. I don't use it often. So yeah, you can tweet at me at diamond_Ella. You can send me a message on Instagram. I will respond. Thank you guys for, doing this with me, growing with me, learning with me. The first book I'm reading this year is by Dean Koontz. It's called False Memory. I'll tell you about it when it's done. I've always liked Dean Koontz as an author. So thank you. Have an amazing week. And I really care about you. I care. So if you ever want to send a message to someone, tell someone something, talk about anything, I'm your guy. All right? Have a great week and take care. Bye.